So today we are combining like terms, and this is a process that's necessary in order to do higher level linear equation solving. It's really not that difficult, but it does take some getting used to. Um, if I look at the problem we're given here, 4 times the quantity x minus 9 minus 3x plus 18, notice there's no equal sign in it. So this is not an equation. This instead is called an expression. You may be asked that sooner or later on an exam or from a teacher, I don't know. But the difference between an equation and an expression, simply put, is that an expression doesn't have an equal sign, so it can't be an equation. All right, this 4 sitting in front of these parentheses is screaming at me to distribute. And what I want to do when I distribute the 4 is first I multiply it by that x, and then I take the 4 and multiply it by that negative 9. When I do that, 4 times x is 4x, and 4 times negative 9 is negative 36. I'm just going to copy down the minus 3x and the plus 18 for right now because there was no distribution required in either one of those. There was nothing multiplying them. Now I'm at the stage where I'm ready to combine my like terms. Now, when we're talking about like terms, what we mean is those terms whose variable portions are exactly alike. I'll say that again. Like terms are terms whose variable portions are exactly alike. Now, in this case, the 4x right here and the negative 3x right here are jumping off the page at me because they both have a variable portion, letter portion, x, raised to the first power. In that sense, they're exactly alike. So if I want to combine 4x and negative 3x, I'm going to get 1x. And I can write the 1 or I can leave the 1 off. It doesn't matter. The reason that the negative 36 and the positive 18 weren't like terms with 4x and negative 3x, simply put, is that they don't have an x next to them, so they're not like terms. However, they're not like terms with the 4x and the negative 3x. They are, however, like terms with each other, simply because they don't have a letter next to them. You can think of the 18 and the negative 3x as having an x to the 0 power next to them, but anything to the 0 power is just 1. So negative 36 plus 18, when I combine those, is negative 18. And that's how we combine like terms. I'd like to do another one, just for the sake of clarity. I'll extend the page a bit here. Let's say I started out with 5x minus the quantity 2x plus 1, and then I wanted to add 14. All right, it doesn't appear that I have any distribution here, but I really do. And I do because right in front of this set of parentheses, there's a negative 1 sitting there. It wasn't explicitly written, but you need to understand that it really is sitting there. And I have to take the negative 1, and I have to distribute it first to the 2x, and then to the positive 1, before I can do anything else with this expression. As I rewrite, I bring down the 5x. Negative 1 times 2x is negative 2x. And negative 1 times positive 1 is negative 1. And then I bring down the positive 14. Again, I'm interested in combining like terms. Now, I recognize right away that the 5 has an x next to it, and the negative 2 has an x next to it. Both are x raised to the first power, so the variable portions are exactly alike, and I can combine them. 5x minus 2x is 3x. I also recognize that I have a negative 1 with no variable next to it, and a 14 with no variable next to it, so they must also be like terms. When I combine negative 1 and 14, I end up with a plus 13. That is my simplified expression.